This is Boxing Chit Chat. It's Ben, and I've got former British and Commonwealth champion Chris Jenkins. How you doing? You okay, mate?
I'm good, mate. I'm a bit better than the weather out there. The weather's fucking nuts out there.
It's freezing, isn't it?
It's not so much the coldest. I've woken up this morning, gone looked out the back. My trampoline's gone
Oh,
three gardens down. So, but no, it's alright.
that's nuts, that, mate. Just want to talk about your latest fight with Indongo. How did it come about in the first place, getting that fight?
To be honest with you, mate, I don't know. Um, obviously my coach Gary Lockett is a good friend of John Wish, who's like kind of the main man of boxer. Does a lot
Yeah,
of work, and Reese Edwards was on the card, and Gary was talking to John, and he goes, anything for Chris? And he went, look, there's a guy, um, former unified world champion. He's lost one or two more than what he should have recently.
yeah.
Is Chris up for the fight? And Guy just said yes. He didn't even have to phone me. Gary texted me and rang me then and said, yes, I'm going. I'll fight him.
Yeah, that that was one of your best performances, to be honest, because you've been riddled with a lot of injuries and problems like that in the past, haven't you?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I had a lot of pressure going into that fight. If I'd have lost, where was the rest of my career going? Probably down. Basically, I weren't going to win, and I
Yeah,
weren't going to get no more opportunities. So I had a lot of pressure, but one thing I did do in that fight was enjoy myself more. Um,
yeah.
yeah, yes, there was a lot of pressure, but I went in there and I went in to enjoy it.
Yeah. Did you feel he much power in what he had?
No, nothing. And to be honest with you, I could see the punches come in. He was a lot slower.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to be slower, but when I've been sparring with lads like Ben Crocker, Kylan Jones, these lads have only had three fights, and they're very very sharp for them 3-4 rounds. I was sparring with Conor Walker, so I've had really hard sparring, and to be honest with you, I think I've had harder spars in that fight.
Yeah.
But what I did notice with Ingongo, he was very crafty on when I hit him. He knew how to survive, so I got big respect for him. So I hit him with some shots, and I'm thinking, yes, he's going, and he recovered really quick.
Yeah. I think them body shots were working a treat, weren't they? Because he was slowing him down a lot and left
Yeah, well,
hooks. And stuff.
that was the plan, because he wings them in a bit, and they go like around and round. So just dropping the left hook downstairs, and I think we slowed him right down in round three, and I was right on top of him in 4 and 5, and I took round 6 off, and he made a next 6, possibly 7, and
Yeah.
then I picked up in the 8th, and if it was a 10-0 fight, I think I might have got him out there, after then, but he's a former unified world champion that I got massive respect for, and it was a pleasure to share a ring with him.
Yeah, definitely. How do you see your career progressing from this? Is there anything with Boxer at the moment? Are you going to sign with them?
I don't think I'm signing with them, but there is fight news going to break soon.
Yeah. Are you staying at welterweight? Yeah.
Yeah, that was a catch weight. It was that I had to be 10 stone 10, and I
Yeah.
came in 10 stone 9, and he came in just under 10-7. So there was no issue with it. If I'd have had to get them £2 off, I'd have got it off no problem. So yeah, 10 stone 7 is my weight. I could probably make 10 stone, but with age, getting older now, 33, my
Yeah.
body won't keep up to that. So it's better to be safe than sorry and stick a 10-7.
Yeah. And how was Gary Lockett in the corner, and how's he been through your career? Because he's quite an experienced man and he's calm, innit?
Yeah, well, funny story. I was in a dress, before the fight and saying, God, I'm not going to, I can't win this. I'm not going to win this. And, you know, he looked at me in that way, like he always looks at me, and he just said some words into my ear. And, I got the full trust in him. He's not just my coach, he's a good friend.
Yeah.
Um, Anything out of boxing, I've lost mates through suicide, and he was on the phone straight away with me. making sure he's okay. But, you know, back in 2015 when I lost against Nurse, I was kind of in the Who Needs Me club.
Yeah.
And I've switched up, gone to Gary, and my boxing's improved so much. And, you know, he just teaches me the things that I've got to do, my best assets to work on. And, you know, he's just a great guy. And so much respect to Gary.
Does he give you like a new? Has he give you like a new lease of life and give you the love back for boxing again? When you
Yeah,
went,
well, obviously, when I lost against my last fight, I can't remember his name, Echo Esselman,
yeah,
I almost, well, I had to rest up and for my ribs, so I was resting up for 2 months. I was questioning whether I'm going to go back to the gym. You know, I haven't made a penny from boxing. People think we're rich. I haven't made a penny. I'd been better sometimes working a zero contract hour job, but you know the love I got for it now, it got me back in the gym with my wife as well. She supported me so much, and they said you got too much to still to give in this game. You know, you've got a couple of big fights you now, Chris. So let's get the rate down. Let's work and well, let's try to earn a couple of quid.
yeah. Are you looking to win more titles as well? Obviously, you've won the British and Commonwealth. Is it something like the European looking like something you're going to push on for?
Anything, mate. If I can fight for some international title, it gets me ranked in the governing bodies, IBF, WBC, whatever they got going out there. If
Yeah,
I can have another, if my next fight could possibly be for one of them, who knows? But they will be fighting Uzbekistan soon.
yeah, good stuff. Just want to get your thoughts on the big fight this weekend, Khan and Brook. What's your thoughts on that, and who do you think will win?
I watched the clubs were off last night, and I don't know. Like I was picking Khan for the speed, and if if he still got the speed, and Kell Brook as he still got the power, and you know the elusiveness for when he misses a shot and he just bangs and he can switch as well. So I'm I think Khan's going to start very good and fast, and he's going to cause Brook problems. But I'm thinking that the time is going to come and Brook's just going to catch Khan and possibly stop him later on.
Yeah, it's going to be
But
a great fight, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know. I might be wrong. I probably am wrong because I'm watching Cartoon Network at the moment downstairs with the kids. So
Yeah. So you don't get much time for watch the boxing at the moment.
no, nothing, mate. Unless the lads are sleeping, you know. Unless you knew them now kicking off there, my little man. But no, you know, I do watch boxing. Like I will be watching the weekend. I'm actually going up to Scotland the weekend if the flights are
Yeah,
still on.
yeah,
So I'm up when I'm there to watch a boxing show. My mate Alfie's fighting up there. So I'm going up there to watch him.
good stuff. What's that on? Is it a title fight or anything?
No, it's I think it's just a small hall show up in
Yeah.
Scotland. Alfie's fighting on there. He's a lad I've met through the boxing, believe it or not, and he's got some TV shows happening soon, and it's going to be on. I think it's either Netflix or Amazon Prime, and hopefully he's getting me in there. And I'm not saying I'm going to be a celebrity because my speaking is shit. So, but who knows? You know, there's stuff going on now outside the boxing that obviously I wouldn't mind getting involved in. But my main focus now is waiting for this fight news to drop and hitting camp.
Yeah. At least it gets your name out there a bit more as well, doesn't
Mate, I'm no celebrity. Just stay to me.
it? And when you mentioned Scotland as well, there's another big fight next week. It's going to be Taylor and Catterall. Who do you see winning that fight?
That's hell of a fight. You know, I know Josh in the amateur days, and he's always been class, and everything he's been asked to do now, he's done it. in the
Yeah.
pros. A unified world champion in about how many fights? There's 15 fights, or maybe
Something like
around
that.
that. A unified champion.
Crazy
Um,
because of what he's done in it.
I think he's just flying at the moment. I think Jack will cause him problems because I think Jack can hit a bit, but I just think the momentum that Josh Taylor's on at the moment, I think he's going to win and win in style as well.
Yeah. His his performances who he's beat as well is like Prograis and Ramirez, people like that, the top level, aren't they?
But that's it, I understand he stopped his last one. I think he was a Thailand fighter, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't really take too much of that, but you look at his resume, who he's boxed and who he's beat, and where he's gone to beat them. Do you know what I mean? There's not many fighters out there who's done what he's done.
Do you think he's in danger of like underestimating Catchall? You know, like with the names he's beaten. Like obviously Catchall's a good fighter, but not as big a name as
Mm.
some.
I really can't say whether he's underestimated him or what. I think he's going to be a true professional and put all the work in camp, and he's training with Ben Davison, I think, isn't he?
Yeah.
So I don't think Ben will leave him take the eye off the ball, and he's going to keep him focused because if he did lose the fight, he's lost everything, haven't he? But then you
Yeah.
got Jack Hartman now, who's been waiting long enough. He took a step aside to leave Josh fight, and I guaranteed he's been putting the work in with his coach Jamie. Oh, I can't remember now, but Jamie's coach, isn't it?
Moore. Yeah, Jamie Moore.
Jamie Moore. So I think it's just a great fight for British boxing and the winners are the fans.
Yeah. There's some good fights coming up at the minute, isn't there? It's a good schedule.
Yeah, well, I only know the Kell Brook one because that's all over social media, and
Yeah.
obviously the Josh Taylor one.
Yeah, definitely. It's boxers making some good moves at the minute because obviously you was on the show with Liam Williams and Eubank and getting some good British fights together, aren't they?
Mate, and I'm not being funny, they're taking up a level. Like I've said in a number of interviews, I've boxed on MTK shows, I've boxed on Frank Warren shows, I've boxed on Matchroom shows, and honest to God, the build up from the press to the weigh-in to the public weigh-in to the actual arena we were fighting in is just out this world, mate.
Yeah.
I'm so honoured to be part of it and to beat the former unified world champions even better, then.
Yeah, definitely. How do you think that will take your career? And how do you think it'll step it up with the confidence and everything coming off that win?
Yeah, I'm relatively confident person. If you're in the gym, I'm always the one who's loud and having a crack with the lads and stuff. So my confidence issues ain't really there. It's just a little bit of doubt I always have. I put in myself for a reason. But I'm confident. I've having this week off, so I would have had 2 weeks off.
Yeah.
But actually, the Tuesday after the fight, I was on the road running. So I'm never ever like that. So I've done like 2 or 3 runs now in the last week and a bit. And then as soon as Monday comes, it's back into camp mode really until we know really what is happening with this next fight that's coming up, and it's not a small fight yet again.
Yeah. How do you rate the domestic scene in your weight class at the minute? Because obviously you've got Echo, where you lost to, and there's Josh Keller and McKinson, people like that. How do you rate them fighters?
The 147 is not just because I'm that weight, but I think it's just flying in the UK. You've got Mickelson who's fighting for the world title against a live active opponent. I think
Yeah.
he's going to cause problems with. You've got Conor Ben who's flying up there. You've got obviously Ed Weston who's beat me and he's defended already. Where's the 147? There's a couple there now. We've got David Avenise that's over here. I know he's not British, but he's basically fighting up to the UK.
Yeah.
So, the 147 has got even outside the top 10, there's good fighters there now. that could possibly win a British title. So, all the lads at 147 are probably just got to stay in the gym and keep active and just be ready for a call-up.
And there's obviously Florian Marco as well who fights over here. Do you rate him much as a fighter?
Yeah, obviously, he's everything he's been asked to do, he's done. Personally, I don't think he's boxed anyone. I think he drew against a lad who really weren't that good. But everything he's been asked to do, he's done, haven't he? And he's got a massive fan base.
Yeah, definitely. Crazy fans, them Albanians.
Yeah, that's all I know when I see him on TV, and there's like about 3,000 fans there, or maybe more, and at least half of them are all his fans. So credit to the people getting behind him.
Yeah.
But no, I'll sell about 10 tickets. I'll be right.
How do you, on the world stage as well, how do you see the fight going with Errol Spence and Ugas?
To be honest with you, mate, I didn't even know that was happening.
I think it was only recently it got made, to be honest, a few days back it got made official. Yeah.
Ugas, I don't even really know of him. There's no disrespect, but I just kind of keep my eye on the UK scene. Obviously, I know I'm never going to get up to world title level unless somebody looks on rankings and goes, "Oh, I'll fight him, look. Just give me him," But I think Spencer's quality knee, but he had the car accident, if I'm right in saying that.
He did, yeah.
Is he going to be the same fighter afterwards? Because in my eyes, the main man of 147 is Hans Crawford.
Yeah. Do you see him beating Errol Spence then, yeah?
I don't. I see Crawford beating everyone at 147.
Yeah.
Personally, I just think he's different gravy, simple as, don't get me wrong, I'm not dissing any other 147 fighter there, like Thurman or Spence or Ugas, anyone, but I think Crawford's just way in front of everyone.
Yeah. Going back to Conor Benn a little bit, how do you rate him, and do you think he'll be a world champion one day? What do you think? What happened with you with the fight as well? Because you was going to fight him at one stage, weren't you?
Yeah, he was mandatory for the British. Obviously, at the time I was signed with Frank Warren. I'm not signed with him now. We were happy to take the fight. I was actually talking to Conor Benn through Instagram. He says, take a fight. Look, I want to take the fight. It's promoters just getting in the way. And then it just fizzled out. But, Conor Benn's beating these lads and he's getting ranked up. He's getting some good wins on his record. And I think he have improved as a fighter. And, he gets smashed up right. I can't see why he doesn't win the world title.
Yeah, he's progressing well, isn't
I mean, very well. From the first couple of fights to the last 3 or 4, obviously he's got power, but he has been working on his boxing, and credit to him and his team and his promoters and managers doing the work for him, and he's just knuckled down and get on with the work.
Yeah, he's doing well. Going back to you a little bit, what was it that first got you interested in boxing in the first place?
Myself, I was living in a little village. I tried rugby. I was too small, and then I just went to the local boxing gym, and I was really good at it. I just enjoyed punching things, and I was a little bit hyperactive as a young boy, bit naughty, and I just fell in love with it from day one. And obviously, I've missed a lot of my childhood, but I wouldn't change it. I'm happy with what I've done in the amateurs, and at the moment, I'm happy with what's going on as a pro, so I will never change it. And I advise any parent out there who's got maybe naughty boys or naughty young girls as children to get them into a boxing gym. It teaches them self-discipline, and most importantly, it makes you realize that you've got to respect people.
Yeah, true, yeah. Is that something you're going to do with your children, get them down to the boxing gym? No.
No way, no. They my two lads, the twins, they play for a local rugby team, Nice Rugby. It's a great community where we live down here, and they're enjoying rugby. The 3-year-old have tried it. He's not into all that, so I don't know what he's gonna do. But nah, I think when you've been in the sport, you've been through everything from the amateurs and the pros and everything. You just want your kids to have a little bit easier life than what you've had.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a lot of stress when you're thinking about them, and you've been through them experiences yourself, haven't you? So you know what it's like.
Yeah, well, that's it. Stay in the ring. I'd be jumping in the ring with them, to get them out because I don't know. I don't want to see my children fighting. But then again, if they play rugby, they'd be scrapping on a pitch, and so
Yeah. It's a
they,
tough game, as well, isn't it?
well, that's it. We're Welsh people, we're proud people, and rugby is it's a very big sport where we live,
Yeah,
and hopefully they just enjoy it, and that's the main thing, just enjoying it.
yeah, that's the main thing. What going to your amateur days as well? What was your amateur record, and did you travel much around the different countries when you was in the amateurs?
Amateur record about 70 fights and about 45, 50. Commonwealth Games 2006, Commonwealth Games 2010, a couple of Europeans, a couple of multi-nations, a couple of medals here and there. But towards the end of my amateur career, 2010, I just started falling in love with the sport because my style wouldn't suit it. It was the 15-point rule system where in reality you weren't getting punched, you were just getting tapped at the jab, and then next thing you notice the fight's over. You've been 15-pointed, but
Yeah,
yeah, I enjoyed a very good amateur career. I was well travelled all over the world, and when the time came, I just said, nah, I'm done there now. Let's turn pro.
yeah, yeah. But I think your style's more suited in it because you get better as the fight goes on as well, don't you?
Yeah, well, that's it. For some weird reason, I've tried to start fast, but I'm like one of them old fucking trains where you just gotta push the fuck at the start, and then it starts speeding up in road 3 and 4. So, there's something we're working on in the gym of starting quicker and just maintaining it, and then having a round or two off, and then back again. Then, but no, I haven't done too bad as a pro yet. I still got about, I'd say, 12 to 18 months of me, and then we'll see what's next. Then,
Yeah. Have you got any plans for after boxing, or have you not thought about it yet?
yeah, get fat.
Yeah.
No, I got obviously after the boxing, we've got plans. What work I'm going to do or what work I'm going to get into. Um, I don't think I'll be taking part of being a coach or anything, but obviously with Gary being a good friend, not just a coach, I'll be popping up to the gym once here and there as often as I can to help them out training the lads because they're stable at the minute at the gym. There must be 8 fighters there now at the moment, and we got Sorelli there now giving us a hand. We got Big Tony in there, so it's nice that if you can take a little bit of stress off Gary.
Yeah, give him an helping hand.
Yeah,
Um, who would you say was your boxing idols when you was growing up? Who you like to watch a lot?
Ricky Hatton.
Yeah,
Just the way he was, he a bit like myself, get cut a lot. I just like the way he fought, and he been in with the best, and he's a good crack outside of it as well.
yeah, definitely. I think with your style as well. I think you've learned a few bits off him with your body punching as well, because he had a good left hook to the body as well, didn't
Yeah, well, that's one thing I've always worked on is the left hook downstairs. Try and work a nice jab, and then everything comes off a nice jab. So, you know, the boys know how good my body shots are in the gym. I just can't seem to get in a fight. So, hopefully, the next fight I can drop somebody.
he? Yeah. Do you watch your fight back a lot when you've had a fight? Do you watch them back and see what you can work on and things like that?
No, really, no. Obviously, I watched the one I lost in his echo just to see the shot what caught me that I knew but that broke my ribs. And then to score it, I watched that fight about 3 or 4 times, and then this last fight I've watched about a good 10 times because I've seen people writing things on social media. I try not taking it on board, but sometimes you think, hang on, who are these people talking about? Like, they thought that I'd lost the fight. And I was like, how did I lose that fight? I was in the ring. I knew I was throwing more. I knew I was slipping loads of shots. And so I watched the fight like 5 or 6 times, and I scored it 5-3 to be fair to him, or it probably 6-2 to me, So
Yeah.
I do watch, but I don't really watch. I mainly watch to put my mind at ease and to see what I done well, but I won't watch that fight ever again. I was done. It's on the next thing, on the next game plan.
Yeah. How busy are you looking to be this year?
Let's just say I'm hoping to fight in April,
Yeah.
and then all goes well there. Hoping to fight in June, July, and then possibly September.
Yeah. Good stuff.
I just want to be busy, so when I get a good 1, 2, 3, 4 fights in a year.
Yeah. Because you're coming off a good performance, so yeah, you've got to keep progressing now, ain't you? This is the time now, isn't it?
And that's it, even though I was champion that time, I think I was inactive for 16 months.
Yeah.
And it's all about being busy and just being familiar with the surroundings. And at the end of the day, it's like life. The more you do it, the better you get it. It's no so stupid when a brickie goes to work and then he doesn't want to go to work and have 6 months off and go back and try and do a wicked job, you know what I mean? It's same with boxing. You need to be in the gym and just working and being in the ring and just improving your boxing, really.
Yeah, definitely true. Because you get rusty, don't you? Anything in life, you've got to keep going and
Well,
sharpen
that's
up.
it. You don't want to be overdoing the gym. Like I've always said, after a fight, there's 2 weeks off. But I've never run in them 2 weeks. But I have been recently. After this fight, I think it's just the fire is burning once again.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna come Monday, be back in the gym, and then ease in for a week, and then a good couple of weeks work, and then hopefully back in the ring.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing you fight again soon.
Yeah, cheers. I can't wait.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks for being on my channel, Chris, and I'll catch you soon, mate.
No worries at all, mate. Obviously, last time we had a bit of a problem, but that's
Yeah.
all been done now. And
Yeah.
no, I appreciate you having myself on. Keep me out there, my ugly mug.
No
All right,
worries.
but take
Right.
care now, yeah.
You too, mate.